anxiety
Oh,
feeling?
you gotta cut your
or
phone off, Josh.
A little bit.
It's an anxiety feeling.
I don't
A little
know.
bit for me.
I don't know if it's a I mean, obviously it's anxiety. I don't know if it's I don't know exactly why I feel that way though. You know, like
But that's how anxiety works, though.
I know, like it
Yeah,
it ain't anxiety. Like, oh my god, like what are they gonna say? This, that, and the third. It's just a matter of picking up the phone and calling. And it, like once a call and they say hello, literally that whole feeling go away. But it's just a matter of actually doing it. Like it almost feels like a chore, but I don't want it to feel like that. And it's not just with my parents. It's with calling anybody. It feels like a chore almost.
But you know how you break that? By consistently doing it.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I think one of
That's all you gotta do.
the
That's how you
things
break that shit.
one of the things that play a factor in it for me is like I don't want to
Repetition.
feel like I'm bothering nobody. I think I've had a lot of that built up from like childhood, so it makes it hard for me to actually want to reach out and talk to people.
That's true.
Like sometimes I'm like I don't know. I'd rather not just have to deal with like oof.
Hold on, before we keep going too far in this, we gotta do an intro. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Struggleaholics Podcast, episode 185 in this thing. Is it 185, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We are your host, Clay Tizzle.
Jay Smooth.
Alicia.
And Mondo.
And our damn show put on the social medias on the story like episode 185 coming soon. I would have been sick if it was like
Like, you don't
186.
even know.
Like, I don't even keep tabs
But-
on
Shout out to our
episodes.
listeners, man.
You don't even know what
Yeah.
number it is.
Big things coming in the works.
Yeah, man. We're trying to
Yeah.
expand. We're trying to get bigger. Stay tuned. We still
Great
gonna-
help. Great help.
Huh.
Helping us expand. That's it's a great help helping us expand.
Yeah.
Once again, we coming live from Four Brights Creations in-house studios. Once
Yeah.
again, if y'all trying to record podcasts, y'all trying to record
Interviews.
whatever you need, we got your hookup. Reach out to us, reach out to them. They can get you booked for a session.
Yeah.
But obviously, the news of the week, it's the presidential election. Mondo, Alicia came and hold it.
It's been a
I'm finding
tumultuous
it. I'm
week.
finding
I
it.
had to text and check on Josh the next day for sure.
Dog, did you
When
see
I
me
woke
on
up,
Facebook?
No.
you
Bro.
made
Yeah.
me
I thought that's why y'all.
I thought that's why he said
Oh,
it
you
too.
didn't even see that.
No.
Facebook
I literally woke
post?
up, seen the news, and
No.
Josh popped in my head.
Oh, I
said,
bet
let
you
me-
did.
I said, let me
Alicia,
check on my
Alicia,
homeboy, man.
Alicia texted was like, "Yo, Josh, you good?" Because the way Josh was going on Facebook, I'm just like, "Josh, you need to stop." Like,
No, you don't.
No,
No,
I
you
don't.
don't.
For one, and
No,
then
you don't. Everyone
bro,
else was
it
doing
was
it.
like it was an apocalypse. It felt like on social media the other day, bro. Like to the point where they all started coming out of the woodwork. All the people that was silently, Trump supporters, everything like that. Like, yeah, we got him now. He's in. Yeah, take that.
Exactly like,
I'm like,
that.
I'm like, oh,
By the phone.
I got time today. Like, when I tell you that whole day,
the funny part, Josh commented on one of his posts like, "I don't got time for this today." Just for another person to comment, he's like, "Oh, you know what? Fuck it, I got time." I'm just like, Josh, like, stop. Like, I'm thinking to myself like, stop,
I
because
just start cooking them
because if Kamala would have won, it would have been the reverse. It
Yeah.
would have been like it's
Same thing.
yeah, it's the same
I
thing.
don't
It's
think
like
so,
we just on the
personally. I
loser
don't
side. It
think
would have
so.
been.
It would have been.
It would have been.
I think I don't know about everybody else, but at least from Josh, I feel like he would have just like posted like, this is like a great day, some, deep inspiring
Hell
post.
nah.
I don't think he would have like rubbed it in.
Alicia, what?
I don't think
no,
so. I really
I
don't.
wouldn't have had
like
to.
you would have threw
I
a
wouldn't
couple
have had to.
digs, but the way that these people are going in, like
Bro, genuinely don't have to. But
I don't
like,
think that he would have.
I would have never. It would have been crazy no matter who would have won, because it was damn near split down the middle. But
What
It was
split down
not
the
split
middle?
down the
It
middle.
was not,
It was not
though.
split down the middle.
Dishonesty, Steel
It
Josh
was
is
not,
crazy.
though.
That nigga
Unfortunately,
said, when was it ever
it
close?
was not.
It was not
Yeah,
close.
no,
Maybe
When it-
for a millisecond. Maybe for a millisecond.
when the first 5 votes came in, it was close. Because when I
When they
looked at
announced
it,
the running.
Trump was like at 120. She was at like 49. I'm like, like it was not close. When I seen that, I'm like, oh yeah, Trump
The
got.
whole map was damn near red.
Yeah,
That's
it was not close.
devastating.
That speaks volumes.
My thing,
America
my,
is racist
That don't mean America's racist, though,
and,
Josh. Everything don't boil
and
down.
fascist, and they don't care about women's rights. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Look,
what
look up fascism.
what women rights are getting taken? I need
They've already been taken.
what has been taken.
In at least 24 states, the right to actually get an abortion.
Birth control.
Birth control's been stopped.
They're trying to stop.
That's one of the plans. Like they're
That's
they've
legit
been-
one of the plans. Birth
think-
control.
them think tanks that they be talking about. They've been coming up with this stuff for like 50 years.
Well, like
60 years.
funded corporations, anyways.
But this all boils back down to your state, though. It's not the president. This made it to where your state can choose. So it's up to you to be informed with your state representative that you supposed to be voting for when they up for election too, to make
go.
sure that you got people in there who gonna protect these rights in your state. It ain't
And
just about the
if-
president.
if
it's about
Michigan
the local
didn't
too, man. Your
allow-
local mean a lot.
If Michigan didn't allow for you to get an abortion, but Ohio did, can't you just go to Ohio
No.
and get it?
Yeah,
You can't or
no,
you
they,
can't?
Sometimes
they
you
If you
stopping
come
it.
back, you can get prosecuted.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
the
you-
big thing about it.
But you know, it's just a
It's-
hustle though, because it's gonna be doctors taking them under the table.
I didn't know if you could because I thought it was gonna be
Sure.
like not obviously not consequences but the scenarios are different. So I thought it'd be like how Michigan you could smoke weed and buy weed here, but it's not legal federal wise. I thought it'd be treated like that. Like you can go to Michigan do that type of shit and then go back to your state, not necessarily.
But they want to punish the women for doing that.
Also, just certain like
They
health,
want to.
Yeah, no,
women's
it's-
health care as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah,
be
that-
bottom
that's just
tier
general
compared to,
healthcare.
well, general health care overall is in
They say-
shambles
They
even
say
more.
access to abortion is not healthcare.
So,
Yeah.
It is healthcare.
So
100%.
I seen this thing earlier. Apparently, this is from Donald Trump. I didn't do research to see if he actually said it. This is shared amongst his fan base, or it's basically saying he's saying everyone knows I would not support a federal abortion ban under any circumstances and would in fact veto it because it is up to the states to decide based on the will of their voters, the will of the people. Like Ronald Reagan before me, I fully support the 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I do not support the Democrats' radical position of late-term abortion, like as an example, the 7th, 8th, or 9th month, or in the case there is any question, the possibility of execution of the baby after birth. That's what he said. From what I see his people saying, that they shared from his Twitter page that he said.
those were never, there's no 7, 8, 9-month abortions happening.
The same
in
way
America.
that they say that the Haitians are eating the dogs and the cats.
They're
it's the
eating
same
the dogs.
reason that
They're
they
eating the
say 7 and 8 and 9th month abortions are happening. They're
Or
not
10th month.
happening.
Now, wait,
How we
wait,
know they ain't eating
wait.
the dogs and cats?
We say China and them eat
Yeah.
dogs and cats all the time. That's the stereotype joke.
I'm just here to cause
America's racist.
confusion.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, they're
But
just
now,
outright-
wait, mind you, Trump saying these things, y'all saying like obviously this is like in a quote unquote buzzwords or
It's a lie.
okay,
It's not true.
But everything Kamala's saying too could be looked at as a lie.
yeah, it could be until you look up the facts.
You could look up the facts. Like the president can promise to do all these things. It doesn't mean that it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but when you got the full support in both the Senate and House, you basically can do whatever you want. And the Supreme Court,
Yep.
you can basically do whatever you want.
Now imagine being in there and not having none of them on your side.
I mean, like
He was putting her
who
to-
checking them?
She up to lose.
Who is gonna check him? Who is gonna check
Whoever
him?
comes in after.
Sorry. It's probably gonna already be too late. But
How is it gonna be too late? He got 4 years, and after the next 4
we
years,
had high hopes.
He
We hope
said-
this man do a good job. Whoever won, I really didn't give a damn. But like I told y'all, before she even announced for Kamala, nobody they put up against him was gonna beat him.
I don't know about
They should
that.
have put
I
if
think
they put Bernie.
Unfortunately,
I don't know about that.
I hate
just
saying
feel like-
Listen, the fact has been proven that she
you-
was the best they had. They
you-
could have went out beside her.
No, she was
to
not.
pick.
She was not the best pick, respectfully.
So who was gonna be more?
Bernie.
Not
That
even
was gonna
that.
cut it.
It was the fact that
Bernie
she was just
definitely
like
would've
got
got
it.
That wasn't
an
gonna
afterthought.
cut
They were like, "Oh, Biden can't run,"
it. It's the
and
short
she was the vice
notice, too.
president, and that's what I'm saying.
100 days.
You
She
got
got
100
nom-
days.
She was
Push
nom-
this
She was set up
campaign.
for failure.
She was
set up for
nominated.
failure. You know
Nobody
they love doing that to
nobody
a
said
black
they
woman.
wanted her to run.
That's
She
what,
was,
yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
they don't.
she just said I'm running. Like nobody said like, oh yeah, let's put Kamala on the run. Nobody selected her. She just said I'm running.
They were
And
like,
But
"Oh,
that's because she
you."
was the vice president.
And y'all got
Sitting
100
behind
days to an election that y'all trying to win, but y'all gonna wait until it's 100 days left. So
well,
it's like
that's the Democrats' fault.
it is 100%,
Yeah, it is.
100%
The
their own fault.
The
that this
Democrats
happened.
knew Biden couldn't run again 3
They knew
years
that-
ago. They knew down when it came up for the next election, he was not gonna be able to run again. Y'all waited so long, but that's the downfall of the Democrats. That's them thinking that they got the vote of the LGBTQ, the black community, and all the other minorities. They just assume that they have the black vote regardless, unbiased.
They do,
Women, black women.
and men.
I mean,
At least 90%. Like last
The man was
20
like
years.
70%.
Like,
but
This
What-
election was like 77%.
a lot of
Yeah.
people have turned from Democrat because
it's a
of
slow turn.
this these last 4 years. A lot of people have
Yeah.
turned, and then also too,
so disorganized, bro.
other than Obama, every single time is always being pandered to the most stereotypical black stuff.
It's always been that way, though, bro.
I know, but Obama, you just had a black face on it, so you didn't like really pay attention to it. It's a black
was like
man
another,
doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another nigga at the cookout. It's another nigga at the cookout.
But that's why
Hey, that's how
I-
they get you, man.
I started laughing when I seen her have Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla out there performing
Terrible.
at her rally, and then Cardi B like reading. And I'm not trying to dog Cardi B or anything like that, but having the celebrity endorsements really aren't gonna do it. A lot of people don't blindly follow celebrities anymore. A lot of people don't trust the Democrats because a lot of times, after all these years, people have seen the Democrats promise to do these things for our community, for other communities, and once they get in office, they don't do nothing. They just fund other wars. They put money other places instead of
No, they help.
helping them.
They help other communities, just not the black community.
And we watch it. So once again, that's why they slowly started to lose, and then they just try to pander to us. And when y'all pander to us, y'all get. And I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything, but y'all want to get men, especially black and white men, to follow you, and you go get Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and Glorilla. Like,
Cause that's what I'm saying. She's pandering so much to black people that she forgot to really pander to her white audience for real.
okay.
if she was a
To,
real,
to
if-
be fair, though, white people only vote Democrat 40, 30% of the time. They always voting Republican.
Yeah,
7 out of 10 times. So it's
but it's
You
the-
fight- you
got
fight
the-
on
but
losing
you
battle.
got
They-
the
they-
swing-
they
you gotta
not
fight. It's
budging.
the swings though. That's what they worried about. It's the swing states.
yeah.
Two
You don't
things.
get none of 'em.
two things. One, now that you know that most white people, majority of white people vote Republican anyway, that jeopardize your friendships with them?
For this election, to some degree.
The second thing,
I agree.
if Kamala Harris was a real black woman, she would know how to pander to her people. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It wouldn't be that hard if you.
It's too soon, Clay.
She in the grave play. This
it's
is my
too
only.
soon,
This
Clay.
was my biggest. After the
I'm in mourning.
election, she didn't come out and speak.
She did today.
Yeah.
No, she
The-
did yesterday.
No,
Or
she,
yet.
no,
Oh, yeah, that was
Yesterday,
yesterday.
she made it.
My bad.
her-
After
Yeah,
she
but-
promised she had these
She told-
Howard University students standing outside till midnight, and she didn't even come out and face them. She waited till the next morning to come out
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
face
saying.
people.
They was out there all day and all night waiting for her to come out.
I think
They were there in support of her, and she did not come out at the end.
I mean, I think
If
her
you
waiting
can't
was a
even
good
take
idea.
the loss
I
on
think
the
her
chin,
waiting.
how you gonna
Well,
be
how
our
did they-
commander in chief though? That's what I want to ask.
To,
If you can't take this loss on the chin, how was you gonna be our commander in chief?
To be honest, though, they were still counting votes.
trying to hit us in the chin.
Technically,
it
they were
was
still
over.
counting votes.
It was
I think she
over
did the
at
right
11
thing by
o'clock.
waiting to speak.
It was over at 11 o'clock.
Think about how many people speak off raw
It was
emotion.
it was over before it was
That
over
shit-
before
I'm
the
saying,
sun went
like-
down.
You don't
I'm
think that
saying,
was
like-
devastating to her? You think she should just be able to
No,
pop
it-
up
it-
and
As
make
the
a statement?
commander in chief, you need to be prepared to take
But
that
you're
kind of shit
not.
on the chin.
But she's
no,
not.
no, it's not. It's
That's
not.
why she's not commander in
not-
chief.
It's not devastating when you
To
had
your point,
100
Trump would've
days.
went on that stage.
Trump basically has had 4
He
years.
was talking shit after. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Trump
Clay.
Trump has had basically 4 years leading up to this to get ready for this election.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala had 100 days.
Exactly.
She should not feel bad about this when you had 100 days to prepare compared to somebody that had 4.
I
can't
don't
really put-
listen with the 100 days too. Also, I kind of don't even know
She was
if
the
it-
vice president.
exactly, Alicia. So
What
she
you
can have
mean?
inside information to know that. Listen, we gonna ride this nigga long as we can, but we need you on standby. You
Then
don't
she-
think she
then-
got that conversation? Because if we, the world, see this nigga on TV falling and barely can keep his speech up,
They should have did
they're
this
next
sooner.
to him every day. And you don't think these people looking at him like, yeah, this
Side
They
note,
made the wrong decision waiting. It
It's
shouldn't have been a
not
I'm on
going-
standby.
Side
Like,
note.
they should have pulled the trigger a little bit sooner, a lot sooner.
what has Biden been up to? Because ever since she announced that she's running, everybody forgot that like he's really the president still.
that nigga getting his vitamins in the morning. He getting his long day rest, maybe a little racquetball, work on the hips. He going back to sleep.
He
Take
is
his
not
take his
doing no
take his nap.
racquetball.
take
Nigga
his
can't even
nap.
get out of bed barely.
Take his
He
nap
gets out of bed
at
to
the end,
speak.
you know.
He walks right back in.
But,
Yeah, get his
Back
vitamins
to
at the end and go back to sleep. That's it.
Alicia kind of, well, she did bring up this topic, so this is more so her. Do y'all think celebrities should be able to endorse presidents,
Yeah,
presidential candidates?
yeah.
Should they be able to, or should they?
Or should they? I don't want to say should be able to, should they?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it sound like that. Shut up and dribble for a second. I'm like, hold on, brother. Wait a minute.
Well, her example was Nick Bosa. Like how after they won a game, he jumped in the camera. One of his teammates was like doing an interview with the MAGA hat on and everything. Then went away. When Colin Kaepernick was doing his stance, he was very vocal about Colin Kaepernick.
Mhm.
Colin Kaepernick got kicked out the league. He comes out showing the MAGA hat, showing who he's clearly running for, and everybody in the league basically say like Nick Bosa is racist. So they like.
That's why he be going after the quarterbacks like that. What's the
But-
black now? He's
so-
like, oh, I can't. This is my play.
Once again,
I've been
that-
waiting for this opportunity. Thank you, Jesus.
that famous quote is not everybody who votes Republican is racist,
No,
but everyone that is racist vote Republican.
Facts.
yeah.
Wow.
So once again, that's why I'm
Wow.
like, do y'all let? Well, go back to the earlier statement. Like, do you let this affect friendships?
Oh hell nah.
Because if that's the case, I got to stop being friends with a bunch of people.
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah, one of your homeboys was talking real crazy.
Which one?
I know which one. I'll tell you after.
I don't know which one, but I didn't vote Democrat. I didn't vote Republican. Hell, I don't even know if I did vote. So just saying.
Clay said, I think it counted.
I know I didn't vote, so I wanted to say.
But anyway,
not that
should
matters, no.
celebrities endorse presidential candidates?
I had a thought and I lost it.
I feel like it's within their right to do like that. I have no issue with it, even when it's for the side that I disagree with or don't like. It just allows me to put them in the box that they belong in. Like, it's fine. I can still deal with them, tolerate them. Like, hey, that was a great sack you just had, Nick Bosa. Like, damn, you fast as hell. Like, but still be like,
The thing that bothered me, like, okay, so I don't think it's a bad thing if they endorse, like, but the thing that bothered me about him is that he did it to make this big like, he kind of bitched out because he did it, and then at the conferences, he's like, oh, I'm just saying these are important times. Like, if I'm going to endorse a presidential, especially at this level and the person that you are and the outreach that you have, stand on that.
Patrice O'Neal got a bit about that. Like this
Stand on
new, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if you racist. Like he like this white dude. He was like, I can't do his bit like because it's kind of hard to like do it. But it's basically like Nick Bosa, like wearing the MAGA hat. What? These are important times. Oh, so like you support like basically Nick Bosa could say something that's borderline racist. You ask him if he's racist, you go nope. Now you sit here like I don't know if I don't know if he racist. Like I'd rather deal with somebody I know that's racist versus like I can't tell if it's.
I be saying that, bro. I swear. Tell me to my face. Tell me to my face,
listen,
bro. So
that's why Republicans. That's why Donald Trump smoked her in this race. People knew what they were getting from Republicans. They knew they don't mess with black. They don't pander to our community. They don't do nothing for our community.
They don't mess with blacks.
I know, but they don't. Right. They don't mess with us. We know that going into it. Meanwhile, here's this party that's saying they mess with us, but they get in office and they do the same exact thing as the one that's telling us they don't mess with us. But we keep running to them because they make it sound good. Like
I feel like it's worse to come in my house and play me.
Yeah.
You gonna sit in my face and play me? They argue. I'm cool with them across the street. They don't fuck with me. It's cool. I don't go across the street anyway. But you came in my house and you selling me lies.
You do some good stuff for me sometimes, but you still lie to me.
What good stuff do you do for me? Name one good thing.
Any like progressive policy or like bail reform, anything in that type of vector that would like directly affect black people, guarantee you a Democratic or some type of blue whatever, put that into place. It wasn't no Republican. It wasn't. I'm just saying.
When did they switch?
Huh? Like
when did we flip? Because we used to be Republican as black people.
We started the Republican Party.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, as people. Because we were originally Republicans.
Yeah, it was the other way around. I forget the.
We started the Republican Party.
That's what I'm saying. What year did it switch? Because depending on the year it switched, the more progressive probably would have been the Republican.
Dang, I ain't never thought about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I brought up a while ago that we started the Republican Party, but he shot it down. He's like, "We're not talking about that long ago." I'm like, "I'm just saying."
But how long ago was it? Because that played a lot of parts into civil rights when the civil rights was and a whole.
When did we get the right to vote?
And who was the spirit force in that? That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of research you gotta do, man.
Yeah, 1964.
It wasn't that long.
Exactly.
It wasn't that long. We talking 60 years ago.
And that was around civil rights and shit time then, ain't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
so
my
that
grandma.
Might have been the switch.
Yeah.
Man, that might have been how they got us over here. Then do your own research
The
at
bait
home.
and switch.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
what do y'all think that these celebrities should?
Yes, I do. I feel like they should endorse them.
I just feel like if you're gonna do it with your whole ass chest. Like, don't half-ass endorse. Like, don't just walk out with a T-shirt and not explain.
But that's support.
I think some celebrities. Some celebrities shouldn't.
About it by an interviewer.
But everybody's not capable of selling you on it. I'm not here to sell you on him.
I don't mean
I'm
to
just
sell.
here to support him. This is trying times. I'm showing you who I'm supporting. Listen, I can't go deep into this stuff with y'all. That ain't my thing.
They need to
catch me on this field and catch these sacks.
These presidential candidates need to get more relatable celebrities. Don't get LeBron James and Rihanna and Beyonce. Them motherfuckers ain't been regular since they was kids.
But
LeBron got the nerve to post a picture.
They will follow. They shown they will follow.
LeBron got the nerve to post this picture
of
him holding his daughter, talking about this is my whole world, like, basically saying that his daughter got to grow up in a world without these rights and everything, or like all this stuff, and somebody's like, LeBron. She's the daughter of a billionaire. Anything this girl wants to get done, she's gonna get done. And secondly, these horrendous things that could happen to every normal woman walking around. It's not gonna happen to your daughter.
Nah, I can't say that.
You can't say that.
Can.
Yeah,
it can.
Say that bit down.
The chances that it will though is so
significantly lower.
Yeah, because he's a very big outlier.
His daughter is not.
Can't say that.
His daughter is not going to be able to go anywhere without security. It can happen via security or people in that, that's in that lifestyle that they're in, but comparing LeBron's daughter to Alicia, for example.
Period.
it ain't.
like
Alicia's at a
LeBron's
much
daughter.
higher risk.
Period.
Alicia's at a much
I
higher
said,
risk.
damn,
But-
that was.
But
I didn't wanna
you
tell
can't
y'all,
say that either because
LeBron's
she's
my
more
daddy.
prominent. She's the actual the people might want to do something to me because of my father.
But how often are
Nobody
people
know
gonna
who
get
she
to her?
is.
Yeah, they do.
When she gets older, nobody's gonna know who she is.
Yeah, they will.
No, they're
this
not.
is LeBron James' daughter. They gonna know who this whole family
It's
is.
not gonna be that
until
deep though. They're not
end.
gonna have
Listen,
security on her
Listen,
24/7.
LeBron James has
He's
the
bigger
power.
than basketball. He is bigger than basketball.
Yeah,
Their family
look-
is bigger than basketball.
No,
This is
brother.
listen,
This
LeBron.
is LeBron James. I'm sorry. You
LeBron
can't- I
got
won't
the
stand for this.
LeBron got the power to make dudes borderline gay.
And they will follow him.
Yes.
Not in this
to the
America.
voting
Not
polls.
in this America.
Look, if he
Why
ran
not?
for president,
If LeBron
he
ran
would
for
make
president,
Kanye West look silly for running.
It should have been LeBron.
Brian Mike can run for president.
He get a good.
Did y'all hear Stephen A.
LeBron
say
got
like,
like 4 more years before he
He
can
might
run.
bro? Did y'all hear Stephen A. say
might run
he
for
might
president.
consider running for president if somebody asked him to?
He'll lose.
He like, I wouldn't run for the House or a Senate, nothing like that. But if somebody asked me to run for the president, I might do that.
His
He'll
hairline,
lose.
he got a senator hairline. He ain't got a president hairline.
No, that's a president hairline. That's a president
No,
hairline.
that's a senator.
That is a senator.
That's a House of Congress boy. That's what it is.
Congress hairline.
No, Obama brought the hairlines back.
Yeah.
He did, cause they was all back there.
Listen,
They was all like,
I don't even remember the white boy's hairstyle. No, George W. W had that hair up there.
Yeah.
George W. had that hair.
yeah, the
Before
hair up
him,
there, but the line starting
Clinton
to
and them.
brother.
Clinton and them.
Come on now.
Well, I gotta
Yeah,
see
like,
some
Yeah,
I
pictures.
like them. I ain't combing that motherfucker over a little bit
I mean,
to make
that
it look a
could-
little bit better.
That had to be a toupee.
He had the original Justin.
oh no, what's
Justin Bieber.
Trump for sure got a toupee.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's-
he ain't got nothing up there for
All right, but how do y'all think these next 4 years under Trump is gonna look?
To say I'm a little concerned.
It's an understatement.
Yeah,
Josh is
the
fighting for his life on
understatement
social
of-
media.
of the millennium. But I'm not even the biggest person I'm worried about. It's more so about the other communities and friends I have in those communities that will also be directly affected by this. Women,
I need to do my research.
LGBTQ.
I need to do my research on what Trump is trying to get rid of.
The Department of Education is one of them, and that's kind of
Because I hear these things,
FDA.
but I don't want to blindly follow these things without doing my own research to know. So that's why a lot of times I don't speak on this stuff because I'm like, I'm not educated on this
I'll
to
send
know if
some
it's true or
videos in the
not.
group chat for you. Some good people that break it down. I go read it too, but
Because to me, like, these sound so outrageous that he's trying to get rid of that it's hard for me to fathom like that it's a true thing.
And I'm gonna say, in some of this, it's the same shit on the Republican side or the Democrat side. That's how they sell them.
yeah.
How they pander to us on our side. That's how they pander to them on that side.
But then
It's
also
the
too,
I know you're
but
racist. Come on out.
another thing too,
Come on out and help me.
another Google, like all the platforms besides Twitter and like very minuscule things were all Democrat. So a lot of the stuff that's being shoved to you is what the Democrats are trying to paint of the other side, which is once again hard, which is why it's hard for me to just blindly follow or just listen to these like buzzwords things. I'm not saying that y'all haven't done y'all research or anything, but hearing these things like he's trying to get rid of the Department of Education without a backup plan B there. I heard somebody say he's trying to get rid of Social Security. I'm like, that sounds very, very thing. But then I seen somebody else who voted for Trump said if he gets rid of, he's not going to get rid of Social Security without having another plan already there to replace that. He can't just do that. So I'm like, okay, I could see some type of, like, if he's getting rid of Social Security but replacing it with something else that's going to basically be Social Security, why don't they say that? But it's easy because it's not going to get your votes.
Exactly, man. They play on your emotions. That's all this is. And I'm glad it's over. Thank God I have not seen the ad.
But
No one knocking
what
on the door.
do y'all think it's going to look like the next 4 years?
come back to me, bro. I'm going through a lot.
I don't know. I think being in Michigan, I'm happy to be in Michigan.
Yeah.
If stuff
very
starts
lucky.
going like state level, like we were talking about the abortion
Yeah.
thing and all that.
I mean,
we got Big Rich.
it is.
Big Gretch about
If
to get
if
up
he
outta
did
there.
get rid of it federally,
But
then
I think her term is going to be up in a minute.
Big Gretch says as long as she's in office, then I don't know why I'm calling Big Gretch. G-Dub. That's a nickname.
G-Dub.
G-Dub said that as long as she's in office, that's going to be protected in Michigan.
But I'm saying I think her term is about to be up.
I know, but
So we got to make sure we going out to vote in Michigan to make sure we get another good governor.
I agree with Josh kind of what he said. I think I'm more like worried about like other communities or like other like families with like people, especially people with children, the LGBTQ, like that community, obviously, and just like future generations. I think I'm more concerned. Obviously, as a woman too, I'm a little concerned about myself, but minority families or immigrant families, for sure, that's a big one. That
I don't know what's up with the Latino
stuff like that is very.
Real talk, because they was.
I think it's gonna be bigger than people think until we see it happen.
Because people don't. Here's the thing that pissed me off about the Democratic Party, or the people that vote.
You gotta know your audience.
A lot of times, people assume that people who voted Republican don't do their own research on things like. Yes, I'm not saying that y'all haven't, but once again, all these other media sites are they're doing a great job at slandering the Republican side, where they could have went and did their own research and found out, okay, this fits my lifestyle better. I'm going to go vote for this.
Yeah.
Or once again, like I brought up the Social Security thing. Trump trying to get rid of Social Security. They do their own research. He's trying to put in something better than Social Security. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to go, I like that policy, blah, blah, blah. But other people just see he's trying to get rid of Social Security. So they don't go vote. And then they shame the other people who voted for Donald Trump because, like, he's trying to get rid of this. He's trying to get rid of that. Did y'all deep dive into these, or are y'all listening to other people tell y'all this is what he's trying to do, or did y'all just read the headlines and go off that? Cause like it's
because I'm not
weird.
Anti-Republican. I would say I think I am anti-Trump.
Yeah,
Just
There's
because
a lot of
the
people
type
who are
of
like
human
that.
being that he is and continues to show that he is, I don't think that should be the person running the country. But
I don't think he's a good human being at all.
I think he's just a terrible human being. But as far as like Republican and Democrat, I've never actually. This was probably like the first election where I found myself like really like viewing both sides, like the hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm just like Democrat, boom, boom, we're good. But this is the first time where I'm like, okay, like people are really like in an uproar, and it's actually kind of nice. Like I think, yes, we get a lot of BS in like media and stuff, but I think it's also nice because we can actually find more information and dig more if we want to. Like we don't have to go and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like read a book.
The way Josh is going at people, I know Josh did his own research. I'm not questioning if Josh has done his own research.
Yeah,
What I'm getting at is people like not being emotionally invested in this, and also knowing like I don't trust the government, so I didn't trust whoever's gonna get in the office. So I'm able to look at both sides. So after Trump won, all these people are voting like rooting. Yeah, Trump won. I'm like actively searching to look for people who's talking about the policies that he's trying to do, so I can at least get an idea.
Yeah.
What exactly is he promising? I'm not trying to like.
Deportation.
That's what, but like
He said that out of his mouth, like
Trump could also be once that's extremely hard to do. But second, Trump could be a horrible speaker. The undocumented people and everything like that. Like if it's truly people here that's undocumented, that many, and he deport them out, like.
No, we have a lot of.
I know that, but here's the issue that I hate.
They're a part of our economic system. Like they rooted in.
The farmers, the workers.
It's rooted into us. It's no getting rid of them. You can't.
But also, I just hate that they try to paint Mexico as the only ones that's having immigrants that come in, or Muslim, Muslim. They try to paint both of them as the only ones that's coming in. Meanwhile,
that's primarily what I see.
If you look at the border of Canada and certain states that's connected to Canada, it's a forest. It's a long ass trail of chopped down trees, and then it's like the forest continue after that. That's the border between Canada and America.
Yeah, we right here.
Ain't nobody guarding that. they just can cross right over from there and be walking through Montana on these farms and everything.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of the Western stuff do. They come through Canada to get to the United States.
I know, but it's not just Mexicans and Muslim folk. But the way that it's
not
painted,
just them. But
I know,
like,
but the way it's painted is that it's only them, and they only show the border in Mexico of people running.
Yeah.
Every other type of immigrant also suffers from this, and we think just because he's doing it to these few now that he won't double back and do it to you later, just because. Oh, there isn't a reason to actually for him to justify like, why not just get rid of them too?
Or the people who are here in like the in between, like here
if
not
you're
fully
an American citizen,
registered.
It ain't gonna be
That's what I'm saying. But there are some that are like you know what I'm saying,
like
in the in between,
like
in the process, and I feel like
people that were actually
I kind of worry about
so
that.
they're actually going through the process.
If you're actually going through the process and
Correct.
everything, they're not going to just get rid of you.
Process.
You're actively doing what you're supposed to do to become a citizen here. They're not going to throw you out.
Either way. It is
So
possible. It is possible.
Trump get in office. I come
I don't
over
see that
here from whatever country overseas. I get here. I'm trying to get citizenship here, because Trump feel like he's just gonna throw me out. That's what y'all saying?
yes.
Or is he actively looking for the people who
happen.
sneak? I'm not saying it can't. Or
But that's
is
the
that
whole
or is
point.
that the fear mongering, and what they're actually trying to do is go after these people who snuck in this country and actively trying to hide out.
But the way that they go about demonizing them is part of the problem.
That's his fan base.
They get off of being like, oh, they're criminals. They do all this.
yes,
they do
it's
that.
not demon.
But
A lot of these
stats
people
show
are
that
kids.
they commit way less crimes than
A lot of
white
these are
people
kids
and
that
black
their
people.
parents come
Then-
over and they get
Josh,
because
trapped
they're
over
not
here.
trying. They ain't trying to get sent back across. If they get caught, they go to jail.
You have to remember how racist of a country this country is.
Look, I started with that. You ain't gonna tell me.
That was literally his opening argument.
if my fan base,
That was his
But
opening.
once again,
it's some real gang wars going on right now in the country with some of the different races, though. It's some real live gang wars
know that.
going on right now.
I know that.
So,
But
so when if he's speaking to that, if he is speaking to truth, it may not be the whole of. It might not speak to everybody, but like they do to black people.
he's doing what every TV show does. I'm gonna over exaggerate a situation to get your attention.
Yeah. There ain't no
Once
race out
again,
there. There's some shit out here going on.
everybody who vote Republican is racist, but everybody that is racist vote Republican. Why would I not pander to my racist fan base by saying
Gotta reach
that
all of 'em.
all these Hispanic and
Gotta reach all
these
of 'em.
minority groups are coming in, they're stealing all the jobs, they're eating the dogs and cats, they're committing crime, they're doing all
Hurricane
this.
relief is going to immigrants.
Yes. So I'm gonna piss y'all off more. And what I'm going to
That's a
do,
lot of money going to
I'm going to bring all the jobs that got shipped overseas by the Democratic Party to come back to America, so we have jobs for all our people. Yes, like of course they're going to love that. It's the same thing with
They would
Democrats.
eat it up.
But it's the same
They
thing with the
are.
Democrats when they try to pander to the LGBTQ, the black community, and the minority communities. It's the same
Same
exact
thing.
thing.
Y'all the only group that's gonna actually do even a quarter to the things that would help us in any type of way. The other side ain't doing nothing.
Both
They
sides
ain't
lied about how much they're going to actually help
I'm gonna say
help
'cause
these
I'm
people.
Democrat.
They both
Yeah,
lied about how much they're going to help.
They both do. No, I'm not saying that they're not. Like the Dems, y'all
Republicans
might
ain't
get
gonna
a
lie to us.
quarter.
They telling us we ain't doing shit
You
for
might get
you.
a quarter of it or an eighth of.
Go get it out the mud.
Yeah,
They just
barely gonna get anything from them.
the issue with this political
We
race
need to get
before
it out
we
the mud,
before
I
we
ain't
switch
gonna
off the
lie.
politics talk,
This shit.
the issue with this political race is the last 2 elections maybe since Obama started.
Yeah.
They made it really race heavy. They really
Yeah.
they really segregated the whole country to the point to where people can't even have civilized conversations about these things, or even like if you have a friend that voted, it's not even that you voted Republican, you voted Trump. It ain't even you voted Democrat, you're trying to vote Kamala or Clinton or Biden. It's literally so segregated to where people are like, I'm about to stop being friends with somebody I've been friends with for years because I just now found out that you vote Republican. Or I found out that you vote Democrat. Like,
Now, to be fair, I feel like for one, friendship is a very loose term. I feel
That's
like that's
true.
used. I have a lot of acquaintances that I'm like, oh,
Association.
like it was real easy for me to do this.
Yeah.
If I have friends that I'm in close community with and they're speaking, I'm challenging you on these constantly to vet these out of your system or get a better understanding of your perspective. Maybe you can convince me of something that I didn't see. Yet to have been convinced about it yet up to this point, but I'm willing to at least hear an argument and entertain it.
I ain't trying to convince you of nothing. If you tell me your point of view and why you voted for it, cool. That's your reason for voting for it. Whether I agree with it or not doesn't matter. I'm not about to try to change your mind.
Nope.
Like it.
I will.
But
I will.
the funniest thing about the Trump thing is both of his terms he beat women to get in.
Bro, America is sexist too. I forgot what I mean. I didn't forget. I didn't
that in
forget.
there.
And that's what that was my biggest thing too. If they didn't let a white woman beat this nigga, why was y'all think they gonna let a black woman beat this nigga?
Like, all right. So I was
That was my biggest thing.
I was having
Like,
that
come
fight
on
in
now.
my mind.
Come
I was
on now. Is she won the popular vote?
before I knew anything really about Kamala Harris, it was like I'm like they think I don't she ain't got a real good chance here. I don't like our odds. I don't like our odds. And then I got caught up in the hype. Like everybody else. I'm like, okay, I got it.
The masses,
Okay.
the masses
We got a
got
chance
you,
here.
Josh.
But I was
masses
like,
got
I
him.
don't see it.
After
I
Trump,
didn't see it.
Because the
After
booty
Trump
wore off,
was-
Josh. After Megan them got done twerking, it wore off.
after Trump
Nigga came to his
convinced,
senses. Stop thinking with his
listen,
dick.
after Trump was able to convince half the country that the last election was rigged, and he got them to attack a federal
Right at the
building.
at the Capitol was crazy.
And that's what my thing.
Y'all thought that he was not going, the people was not going to show up this election, regardless of who was going to vote for him. And then y'all find out that Kamala is running for him. Running against him. So y'all thought we was going to be able to see a black president and a black woman president in our lifetime before we just seen a woman president?
Let's be real, y'all. If it's gonna be a woman, it's gonna be a white one first. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like
And if Hillary Clinton couldn't get in.
And niggas love Clinton.
it was like 10, 15 million.
No, I
people
feel
that
like people
didn't
already
vote.
had a bad taste in their mouth about that one. But also,
There's a lot
it's
of
kind
shit
of the
going on
same
with it.
concept. It's not even yes, she's black. Yes, she's a woman. But also, I read an article, and this actually was like, damn, this guy, I wish I could remember his name. But he was basically just saying, like, she's coming out from the Biden administration, which his ratings were so low and so poor before this new election even started, plus everything that happened with COVID, plus everything that's happening overseas. This is all under his administration, and she's his vice president. And then you get up there and say, well, because people were asking her, obviously, like, oh, you were Biden's vice president. Is there anything that you think that he could have changed or
No,
did
not
differently?
really.
And she's just
No.
like, oh, no, like, you can't.
She didn't really
you can't.
she didn't really tackle anything that's affecting the 9-to-5 class of people.
America. The bulk of America. Was just like, we're going to do this, this, and this. Like, okay, those are things that are important, yes, but at the same time, like, how are you going to
Once again,
do it?
me listening to
You
the
only
people
got
that
4
voted for
years.
Trump and giving logical, they said that he's claiming to lower taxes, lower the cost of living, lower the price of gas, like basically bring economy back down to where it was pre his term.
Oh, hold on,
that's not
brother.
even gonna be
He
possible.
is gonna lower the taxes, just not for the people that actually.
I heard that he's lowering it for the working class. Like from what
We'll see.
once again, we
This
don't
is a
know.
lot. We
We
gonna
don't
see
know.
situation.
We'll see when
We
it-
gonna
Hey.
We
But
don't
That's-
know.
We've been at you gonna see boat for the last 2 presidents. Well,
That's
since
true.
we've been voting for presidents, we've been in the.
Hey,
We'll
look though,
see.
Hope and pray.
the difference is
Thoughts and
this
prayers.
time.
Yeah,
The
see.
difference is this time they have the Senate and the House too, and the Supreme Court
They did
on
their
the federal
job.
level.
That's true.
So
Ball up
now
top.
we really gonna see,
Ball up top.
and we gonna see soon though.
This ain't the first
It's gonna
time
be
they
like
had
6
that,
to
though.
12 months. I got screenshots saved up. I got a whole collage. I can't wait. Oh, I
Listen.
can't wait.
Ball up top.
Y'all voted for him, so it's like it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
asked for
regardless,
it.
he everybody president.
Dude,
Yeah,
I don't know
American.
how
these are
Margaret gonna be
these are
mine.
the cards we dealt.
I'm probably I'll be here.
These are cards we dealt. Make
Josh Ass gonna be right on this podcast with us. So much you ain't gonna be here.
Oh, you think that's a joke?
Okay. We'll see. Go ahead, Clay.
Once again, it's a we'll see situation. But and some better news: Young Thug finally free.
How did that happen?
Sure.
The state messed it up. The state of Georgia messed that up. They had the easiest slam dunk case.
Like they literally had him on.
They
They had a wire on him, or they had a wire on somebody, and they heard him talking.
had
And
everything.
yeah,
But
man.
they, the first judge, they pulled like a key witness into a room and basically tried to like intimidate him into like.
Yeah, they had a private meeting with him when they didn't let the defense know.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. That's one thing. The state was actively withholding evidence and waiting until like severely down the line to like try to bring it up.
Yeah, so
to where the judge is like, why are y'all doing it? Like, y'all should have brought this up a while ago. Now this has to be dismissed from the case. Like the state did a lot of shady stuff and a lot of messed up stuff that they basically lost the case. Where Young Thug was able to get out on 15 years parole, but he has to do 100 hours of community service a year. He can't be in the Metro Atlanta area unless for like family weddings, funerals, something like that major. And he got to leave the Metro Atlanta area within 48 hours after that, whatever situation is over. But he has to,
Like what?
basically, but he has to come back to Atlanta 4 times a year to give a concert promoting anti-gangs, anti-guns, and stuff like that.
Oh, so he gonna be moving around through the city for real. I'm here on business. I got this.
They put that in this
He can still travel for business. He can't have contact with anybody from YSL besides Gunna and his brother. But yeah, like other than that,
It look like Gunna.
he can't be around. He can't be around felons and all that stuff. He got it's a crazy parole he got to where it's so easy for him to like mess up and get in trouble and go back. But
all right, so
what
if he was on stage with Trump? What would happen?
I don't know. Trump might have to give him that presidential pardon.
I was about to say.
Boosie already sent his in.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did. Boosie did on Twitter.
So Bandman Kev, y'all know who that is? He got him tatted. He got Trump tatted on.
Boosie did. What's the name? Kodak Black. That's how he got out before Trump got off. That's how he got out. He asking for that presidential pardon. That might have to be it. If he on stage with Trump and he see the boys coming, Young Thug just turn to Trump. Yo, can you get me out of this?
I can see Trump be like, fuck it.
Hey, let him. He's
Fuck it.
Next
time, I just won and shit. You know, I'm feeling real bossy. I'm feeling like that guy.
Like Young Thug going back. Young Thug going back to jail today. He was like, don't worry, January 20th, I got you. I mean, hey. But yeah, welcome home, Young Thug. Time to get some new music. He can't rap about gang shit and all that stuff.
I was literally about to say, what is his career about to be?
So I wonder, can he perform his old songs?
Probably not.
Is it about gang activity?
He probably had to put that in I can perform my back catalog because that's my most valuable source of source of revenue.
They're like, you're going to have to take some parts out.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, he might just can't perform, but he can definitely see it.
Nah, I need to perform them.
Like streams and stuff.
I need to perform them. I need all this shit. I've been in jail for 3 years. I need this shit. That first concert gonna hit like crack.
Gunna was keeping the lights on for him. All the time.
Everybody's calling Gunna a rat and all that.
Yeah, but Gunna was keeping them lights on.
Meanwhile, Young Thug get free and Lil Durk end up going to jail.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So much shit got to happen last week.
Lil Durk got caught up in a alleged murder for hire case.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
With Quando Rondo.
Oh, I have heard about this.
Yeah. So, King Von got murdered. What was that 2020?
Mm-hmm.
He had a beef with Quando Rondo. King Von was traveling through Atlanta, seeing Quando Rondo and his crew. He jumped out the car, ran and started beating up Quando Rondo.
He got woke up out of sleep.
Yeah. And Quando's team pulled out, shot King Von, killed him. So then Quando started going on the internet talking smack about it. So
I don't think Quando Rondo was really bragging about it. I think he was quite more quiet about it. I don't think
it wasn't.
Always would brag on Twitter or whatever.
He was always bragging.
They always did that, bro.
No, because the
do that,
person
and
who
his
actually
running
killed them
boy.
didn't say nothing. He
The
was
person
quiet
who
about it.
actually did it didn't say
He
nothing.
didn't say nothing about it.
Quando was like talking.
But now they
about
caught him on camera, so look, everybody know who actually killed him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
but it was self
It
defense.
was self defense.
So
Wow.
then Quando and his team was at a gas station and basically like Beverly Hills, and not to that level, but it's damn near similar. And they were at a gas station and broad daylight. Some alleged dudes from Chicago came out, shot the truck up, killed Quando's best friend, his cousin. And after that, Quando quit the gang rap and everything. And basically, it's been a hit out on Quando's head since then.
Okay.
And allegedly, Lil Durk is behind that. He allegedly bought plane tickets for all 5 of these dudes to fly to California because they got worried that Quando was there. He paid for him with the OTF credit card, where it's traceable.
Well, he might not have paid for him directly, but you know.
He allegedly he rented the car with the OTF credit card.
That's just street business.
Oh my god.
And he bought the tickets for them to go back to Chicago, allegedly with the OTF credit card. Promised them career advancements. And apparently somebody that's in Lil Durk's crew was in jail for 12 years. He got out and he was wearing a wire for I think the last 2-3 years. And you see a video where they all like on live and everything. He there, and he keeps like looking down at his shirt, like he kind of whispering to his shirt. And the whole time he on live, he's just like talking, and he'll turn and he keeps like fixing his shirt and stuff like that.
But this is what they ain't got more technologically advanced than just having a wire taped on your shirt
I
still.
swear to God, like
That shit just seems so. It's so much tech to that's insane if they still
like your phone can't just record.
If they still make you
allegedly-
shave your chest hairs and put the tape.
Allegedly,
It's sticking you up or something. I don't even know if you shave your chest hairs, or they probably just got some tape.
but
Right on them.
allegedly the dude who was wearing the wire allegedly just got caught lacking in Chicago.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Is it
The
legit?
one who was wearing the wire.
He was cooked.
Well, I'm assuming it's legit. I seen a couple things were saying. That
I've
he
seen
got
a couple
caught.
things, but I haven't seen it verified yet.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know.
Wow.
And even if he is shot up, could you think this be an actual stage to go put him in witness protection?
No, I don't think
You
they
don't
would
think
put no.
In this big of a case, and
I
especially
think
they
they
know that they
should.
killed they have known from previous cases because even when King Von, all of his people who was gonna testify for his trial, they all came up dead.
No, now if dude was still in Chicago.
But that can be the stage. We got to stage it here. Boom. Now we moved you.
I'm not saying that is not possible, but
Could be. Because this going to be a big trial. If we thought the Young Thug trial was big, this about to be some shit.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it seemed like the FBI and them, or the government, this is like our new scheduled programming now. This
the,
is part of
the difference between
is our rappers in court.
the difference between
This
Young
the new
Thug
Judge Judy and them.
the difference between Young Thug and Lil Durk's
Okay.
case, Young Thug's was the state going at him. Lil Durk got the federal government after him.
That's
Yeah.
that Rico.
And Rico case is
But it's
terrifying.
Yeah, and it's still gonna be televised and everything. It's like the new. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like this, the new live reality show.
It's like the court
This
TV.
is the new reality show
That's
that they're
true.
feeding us.
That's why people need
trying
to
to
realize
put that
a lot of
gang
these
shit out,
gangster
they trying to put
rappers
it on
ain't
blast.
really. A lot of these gangster
they finna make
rappers
money off of this
really
too.
ain't gangster. Because if they are, they ended up like Young Thug. They ended up like Lil Durk. Y'all don't get away from these actual
You're either
crimes
gonna
that y'all
die
commit.
or go to
You sit
jail.
down.
As you're never successful getting out of that.
Yeah. Eventually, the
Oh,
skeletons gonna come
Young
out.
Thug is free right now, so he can say otherwise.
But he
It's
got
a lot. It's a lot
but
of
he
them
got
that
to
are
turn.
free.
But he went through like that stuff.
Yeah, but
Boosie was facing the death penalty.
and he got out.
He got out. I'm saying
he did his time. He did.
but
time.
I'm saying
He got out.
Boosie and Young Thug didn't do all that and never went to jail for it.
Oh, no,
Never
you
got.
gonna go to jail, but some of them don't fear going to jail for a little while.
I know. But like
That
for
is-
example,
that's
Lil
one
Wayne,
thing they
all
pay
the
for
stuff
them.
Lil Wayne has rapped about that he's allegedly done before. Like, come on, we all know Wayne didn't do that.
Okay.
Because that RICO case on Wayne would have been crazy if he actually did all that stuff. I'm not trying to like crap on Lil Wayne. I'm just saying. Clearly, there's a difference. Like Lil Durk and Young Thug and them. Like,
and even that Lil Wayne case when that one was, you got the viral clips of him looking at but they didn't. That wasn't like no live tape.
That was just of his gun. Like he had guns on his tour bus and stuff.
No, I'm talking about when he was in trial.
Oh
like
yeah.
How he was looking down the prosecutor, whoever was, what's the name? And he just looking at that nigga. Like he wanted to fuck him up. Because he was asking him some dumb ass shit.
I mean, they ask you a bunch of dumb stuff in court, though.
A lot of it don't be dumb. It's to get you where they want you at.
Kids don't.
I'm setting you up.
Wrap around.
I'm setting you up the whole time.
But
everything
these kids, they talking about, slide for Vine, telling Dirk slide for Vine, slide for Vine. Yeah, and then apparently this murder for hire case happened. Like, oh man, you dumb as hell for doing that. Like,
I swear, they just love setting them up just to watch them fall down.
Because people treat
it's entertaining.
It's entertainment. That's what to the fans. This is all entertainment. This is not real stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
And and most of the time, I don't even think it be the same crowd that champion it. I think it's two different crowds. When it's the people who know it's some dumbass shit that he doing, and as soon as he do it, they speak out. But the people who with the rah-rah and with the shits and ain't scared, when they champion that, they still gonna be championing it. They feel like he doing some real shit right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
it's just two different crowds that speak.
There's obviously that, but I think I think there's definitely a crowd of young people who are dumb as hell who think like, yeah, you should slide for Vine because that's what you rap about. That's what you talk about. Slide for Vine, slide for Vine. You actually do it, and then they realize that, oh wait, you actually, this is actually real? Like, bro, you dumb as hell. Like, you should have done that. Like, you just threw your whole life away because of blah, blah. I think a lot of people don't realize that they push for this, and then when it actually happened and the consequences behind it, like, wait, I think a lot of people, when reality of it sets in, that's when they're like, wait, I didn't think that was real.
So, like,
they don't give a fuck after. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a very small portion of people who actually come to the realization of that. Everybody else is.
No, I think when you got word Lil Durk getting locked up for a murder for hire case, that's when they're like, oh, I think everybody's like, oh, that's real.
Yeah, you like it's real, but it's
still
not finna
what
change.
You said, yeah.
They finna still be listening. Next dude come along, they not finna say anything. They're like,
thing.
Damn, they just thinking about. Damn, I ain't gonna be listening to no new music from them. That's what they worried about.
These new young niggas scary.
You getting the album?
That's what some niggas worried about.
These young niggas scary. Out here.
Bro, I seen the post saying, when I see a group of bonnets, that's the same thing as we seeing them young niggas walking up. That shit was so funny.
That's true.
So funny.
I
was like, that's literally the opposite.
Bro, these
that's
young
literally
niggas, these young niggas in Chicago out here shooting at police now.
Wow.
Yeah, I just seen some of the videos.
Yeah, like it's getting wild out here, bro. The new lingo is Swiss cheese. I'm here trying to Swiss something.
Wow.
Oh no, they been Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese. That's a little yeah.
But that's gonna do it for this week, y'all. What's your encouraging words?
Build community, gather with like-minded individuals, and set up safeguards to help you guys through what will more than likely be. I'll leave some room for it. More than likely be some trying times ahead.
Johnson is trying time.
Alicia, Mondo, y'all got any encouraging words?
You want me to go, Alicia?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm thinking.
Talk to yourself sometime, because sometimes you need to hear from you.
Yeah.
Unfriend them people from high school. Just do it. Just start clicking the button. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, if you didn't give a fuck about them.
I never did.
Yeah, okay.
Let them go.
The phrase, I could disagree with friends and still be friends, or agree to disagree, is too loosely used after seeing this election. All right, y'all, that's going to do it this week. I'm Clay Tizzle.
Jay Smooth.
Alicia.
And Mondo.
Signing out. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.